I'm Poppy Cooks and I'm going to show you how to make delicious, crispy hasselback potatoes. A hasselback is basically a baked potato that's got loads of lovely little slits in it, which means that it kind of fans out, gets crispy on top, and then this lovely fluffy texture in the middle. For this, I'm going to be using, surprise, surprise, Maris Piper potatoes. But if you're in the US, you could use a russet, although they are huge. Just get average sized russets. Something that's about, the size of the palm of your hand. These have been washed a bit. Make sure that they're all kind of even sizes so they all cook at the same sort of time. Now, the trick with a hasselback potato is to get those even kind of slices all the way through the potato this way, but not all the way through the potato this way. Not very good if you're just listening to me, but it makes sense if you're watching the video. An easy way to do it is to get some piece of equipment that is the same thickness. It's better to use like wood or something that's a bit softer so that you don't blunt your knife, because you're going to hit it all the way through. If you use like metal, you're going to blunt your knife, and also it just sounds horrible. Metal on metal don't sound good. And then you're going to place your pieces of equipment that are the same size either side of your potato lengthways, and using a nice sharp knife and a little claw method. Remember, you want to make sure that your knife isn't hitting your nails. That makes me feel funny because you don't want to chop the end of your finger off, but you want to make sure that you're keeping a nice bit of contact there. It can be quite difficult to do this, especially if your potato is a little bit wobbly. If it is, you're very welcome to just make it nice and flat and even on the one side so it's not moving. That's absolutely fine. You're not going to serve it this way up. You're going to serve it with those lovely slits going all the way through. So if it is easier for you, absolutely do that. Then, as you can see, my knife has hit both of my apparatus either side. Hasn't gone all the way through the potato, but we've made a nice, not a dent, slit into it. I don't know what else a word would be. Cut, a slice. Anyway, all you're going to do then is follow that all the way through the potato. I like to do them quite thin. It means that you get a crispier top. It's completely up to you. You can do thicker ones if you want to, but I would recommend a nice thin slit. And then you have this beautiful little like accordion of potato. No. And that's going to make super crispy, delicious potatoes. Once you have got your lovely potatoes that have been slitted and hasselbacked, I don't know what another word for slit is, cut it into a hasselback, get them onto a tray. Drizzle with a little bit of veg oil. This is my very, very glamorous vegetable oil. I don't agree with changing it into something nice. I just keep it as it is. A good old helping of some fat. And then a nice sprinkle of fine salt. And then just give it a little bit of love, a little bit of massage, a masseuse. Imagine it's your partner's back. You just cut it all up. Wow, that makes me sound like a serial killer. I don't mean it in that kind of way. I just mean just be nice to it. You kind of want to get any of that oil in and around the slits. And the more you fan it, the more it's going to open up in the oven. I like the sound of food. This one's a tight slit. Anyway, they're going to go into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius fan. For your hasselbacks, you can leave them as they are without any other flavour, but I like to add garlic butter to them because what's not better with garlic butter? So I've got 4 cloves of garlic, nice thick ones. I've got some melted butter. I'm just going to grate them in because they're going to go onto the hasselbacks and then back into the oven for a little bit longer, so the garlic will cook out. There's quite a few ways to kind of prep garlic. You can do obviously just slices through, which I think look beautiful in pasta sauces and stews and stuff like that, because they have time to release all of their flavour. With grated garlic, you're kind of releasing the essential oils straight away because it's so finely grated that you can see it gets quite thin and liquidy, and that's just amplifying all of the flavour quickly. And then you can also mince garlic by using the chopping board and a bit of salt, and you put the salt on it and you keep chopping, and all the delicious aromas come out of it there, and you get this same sort of, you get this end product, but by chopping it with the salt, because the salt draws out the liquid. And again, that's just maximising that flavour from the garlic. So that's why we're grating it in, because it's quicker, it's easy, and it just hits you in the face with garlic. Okay. Sorry, it's very hot in the oven. Don't know if that's surprising. The Hasselbacks have had around 20 to 25 minutes, so they're beautiful and golden, and they're almost, it's very hot in there. Need a little bit longer, so we're going to get our lovely garlic butter onto it. That's going to help it get even more roasty, toasty and delicious, and then get them back into the oven. You can just free pour this on, but I'm going to pretend to be a mild professional and actually brush it onto my spuds. Sorry, this is just me. This isn't something you have to do in the recipe, but I kind of like to separate, because the starch, the potato sticks the little slices together. I like to separate it so I can get a bit more of that buttery, garlicky goodness in there. Which way am I going? This way. And with everything in this recipe, you know, you can add what you want to add to it. You could do cheese, you could do herbs, you could do paprika and garlic, you could do harissa, you could do gochujang, you could do, what are the things that you can rub onto potatoes? There's so, like, I don't know, there's so many things you can do with it. And then these go back into the oven, again, 200 degrees Celsius for another 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how ferocious your oven is, because these are getting golden. I just want a little bit more crunch to them. They smell so good. Look at those. Oh, golden and delicious. Right. There's a little bit of that, like, butter has just like melted around the edges, so we've got to get that back into the potato. So handy little pastry brush that we used before, and just carry on lathering. It's delectable. And if we really get into the whole kind of, you know, social media of food, I'll get my microphone close. Hold on. The crunch, the crisp, the goldenness, it's everything you could want from a baked situation of potato. And because, why not? And there you have delicious, golden, crunchy garlic Hasselback potatoes. Let's cut into one of these bad boys. The crunch already. I just love the way that it kind of explodes when you cut into it, and you've got this beautiful, soft, kind of jacket potato filling almost, but you've got this lovely, crispy skin all the way around. Let's have a little taste, a little crunchy bit. It's really fluffy in the middle, and the butter has just dripped all the way through and you get this lovely garlickiness. Remember, like and subscribe for more delicious recipes like this. Oh, it's crispy. I can't eat all 3 of them though.